Chapter 37. It depends. A few years ago, my sisters, Phyllis, Lonetta, Marla, and I traveled together to Carroll Stream, Illinois, a community near Chicago. We were going to attend the baptism of our great-niece Brianna, our brother Tommy's little granddaughter. Phyllis, Marla, and I were traveling by car from Wichita to Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri to stay with Lonetta at her lake house, and then the four of us would drive north from her house the next day. We made the trip from Lonetta's to Carroll Stream, Illinois, in about 7 hours. I have a senior adult confession to make here. When I travel, I wear adult protection underwear. Not because I soil myself, but it helps with little leaks. The adult diaper gives me a secure feeling. We left from Lonetta's and got to our hotel at about noon. We checked into a lovely Wyndham hotel. The hotel had an indoor swimming pool and was close to where Tom's daughter Tammy, her husband Dean, and their girls lived. The baptism would take place the next day, so I called Tammy and made arrangements for her and Dean to bring their two older girls, Helena and Vanessa, over, and we'd all go swimming. Fun! Drat! I had forgotten to bring a swimsuit. However, the pool area didn't have any other hotel guests in it, so I decided to go into the pool with my t-shirt and pedal pushers on. I still call those pants that cut off just below your knees pedal pushers. Hard to give up a good habit. I think today they are called capris or some such thing. Anyway, I decided to go into the pool and play with the little girls in my travel clothes. Dean was in the pool with them already, and Tammy, Lonetta, Marla, and Phyllis were sitting at the table with the baby. They were visiting and catching up on family gossip. That adult protection underwear began to take on the water from the pool. As I stood there trying to decide whether I should turn around and go back or pretend nothing was happening, that underwear took on a lot of water. What a dilemma. I should have been embarrassed, but so far my sisters, niece or nephew, had no idea what was going on. So I decided to bite the bullet and continue into the pool. I swear to you, I think those adult diapers took on enough water so that the level of the pool went down by half an inch. The underwear got very heavy. I ended up having to hold my drawers up with one hand while I played with the girls with the other hand. The whole time, though, I was worried about how I was going to exit the pool without anyone noticing that my pedal pushers were about twice their size around my butt. And I knew they were going to be heavy with all the water they had absorbed. Good grief. The girls and Dean and I continued to splash around and play for about an hour, and then it was time to get out of the pool. We helped Helena and Vanessa out of the pool, and then Dean stepped aside to wait for me to make my ascent up the stairs. Thinking fast, I said to Dean, "Oh, there's a beach ball and other toys still in the pool. I'll go grab them and put them up." Dean went ahead and climbed out of the pool. Luckily, my sisters and Tammy and Dean got busy packing up and helping Helena and Vanessa dry off and getting them ready to go. Hoping no one was watching me, I hurried to the steps. Using the handrail, I was able to drag my way up the steps out of the pool. I could barely lift myself and my clothes out. Those protection panties had taken on a lot of water. I used a pool towel as a curtain to shield my engorged rear view and made my way to the bathroom nearby. My plan was to take my pedal pushers and the adult diaper down, remove the diaper, and pull the pedal pushers back up without underwear. No such luck. When I pulled that diaper down, it disintegrated into several 100,000 water-soaked pebbles and fell apart. The gelatinous pebbles literally covered the bathroom floor. It looked like the bottom of a snow globe before you shake it and the snow flies. And it was slippery. I spent the next 30 minutes scooping the slippery pebbles up and depositing them into the trash can. My family was ready to leave. Marla hollered at me through the bathroom, "Are you okay in there?" I yelled back, "Yeah, go to the room. I'll be there shortly," I said. I felt like I had to clean the bathroom floor as much as possible, clearing away those slippery, gel-filled bubbles. I used all the paper towels and the cloth hand towels that were in the bathroom and had only about half the gelatinous bubbles off the floor. I rinsed my pedal pushers off in the sink and put them back on. Finally, I gave up and left this messy bathroom and went up to the room to change clothes. No one was the wiser. Embarrassed, I threw an anonymous note at the front desk as we left the hotel about a half hour later. Note to self: it depends. Oh, never mind. The lesson here should be obvious. I've been telling stories since the age of 3, and I'm happy to have published the books of my father, Max, brother Tommy, and sister Lonetta Slusser Knutson. All of our books are published through Amazon and Kindle. www.amazon.com/author/Donnis Crane.